I quit that job today. I decided that I'm just so miserable there and they don't care about me, so why waste my time being there? Money isn't everything, and it's even less of everything when you have to torture yourself every day. Barely want to get out of bed to go to this fucking job. It's just not worth it. So I quit it. But it wasn't just like, oh, I'm kind of done with this place. I want to quit. I So I walked in today and I just wasn't in the greatest of moods, right? So I and this one lady that I hate was working there today. And she was just completely on me about every little thing that I was doing. Like there was nothing that she didn't bitch about me doing. Like I was leaning up against one of these things and she was like, oh, you have to be professional at work. You're at work. I'm like, okay. And then she just, every little fucking thing. So, and then she noticed how I wasn't doing anything because there was literally nothing to fucking do. And she told me to go and pull things forward. And she's like, oh, there's always something that you could be doing. You should never be standing around. And I'm like, are you really testing me today? Like, I do not have the patience for your bullshit today. Like, I don't I don't have energy for you. And I really didn't. So I started saying to other people that I work with, that I talk to, that I was going to quit by the end of the shift because Jessica's being a bitch. I didn't say those exact words, but I pretty much said that I would quit by the end of the shift because of Jessica and how rude she was being to me. I don't even give a fuck that her name is out because that's my old employer. Like, I can shit talk them all I want. Fuck Publix. Fuck that place. That place was literally horrible. So I shortly after she started like bitching at me, I was just like, I'm not having it. So I shut down and I stopped doing anything with her. Like, if she told me to do something, I would give her a hard time about it. And what ended up happening is that the two managers there, Chris and Danny, they pulled me into the office and was like, do you even want to be here? And I'm like, no, not really. They said, because, well, we've noticed that you never look like you want to be here when you're on the front end. And I'm like, that's because I have problems with a bunch of different people that work here. And I don't want to be here because I just don't feel comfortable. I mean, I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. So instead of asking me how they can help me with those problems, like a good manager should, they just asked me if I wanted to quit. And I took it. I decided if I hate going to a place so much that I would quit over this, I don't want to be here. Because there's no reason why I should be going to a place that I hate working at every day. So I won't be anymore. I have a separate hospital job that I start hopefully in a couple of weeks. And from what I saw of that so far, it looks to be super amazing, and everyone there seems to be really nice and like willing to help and all that stuff. But nope. Let's see here. 173. Alright, we have to go to 148. Oh wait, this is the other direction. $198. So I think I'm better off without that job. So, and I was gonna quit soon anyway. I was like, the next time they annoy me, I'm just gonna give them my 2 weeks. And well, I didn't need to, because I was literally texting my mom and was like, hey, can I give them a 2 weeks but have it be effective immediately? But then they pulled me into their office and I quit. So I didn't know what to do after that. Like, I just had a hard time today after I got home. I'm like, shit, this really happened, didn't it? Like, I really just quit that. It's like hard for me to wrap my head around, kinda. But I'm better off now. Because that job was a source of so much pain and frustration for me. It was crazy. Like, I'm a very strong believer of, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, find something better. And now, can I really say that I followed that if I didn't quit it as soon as I hated it? No. But like, money isn't everything, but it's very important. And if I don't have money, then, well, I need money. So that's the only reason why I could stay there for so long, is because I just needed the money. And then today, with their bullshit, with Jessica's bullshit, and today was the only day that I was scheduled to work for the whole week. With that, I just didn't care. Like, I didn't even care about trying to salvage it, because you know what? If they schedule me for 7 hours, there's no point in even going. They say money can't buy happiness. But I'll tell you what, if I had a ton of money, I wouldn't, I'd actually be happy because, like, all I want to do is do what I enjoy doing. Like, I don't want to deal with bullshit. Now, would I work if I had unlimited money? I think I would. I would find something that I really enjoy doing and just start doing that because I enjoy it. But I don't know. This is just gonna hurt me with moving to Utah because my hospital job, I don't know if it's 1 day a week or not. I think it is, but I also heard her say 2 days a week, 2 or 3. So I don't know. I really hope it's 3 because 36 hours at $12 an hour is great, and it could really help me and improve my situation. But I'll be probably stressing about losing that job for a little while. I mean, hey, at least I don't have to get new shoes, right? Jesus Christ. But yeah, I'll be better off. So that's what happened today. And then, of course, after I quit, I told all my friends about it, and they were like, "What? You actually did it?" Here, let me go ahead and read a couple out loud right now. So this is with Tatiana, and I have something to say about her later. So after I say this, I'll talk about her. I just quit. Good, you should never stay at a job that you're not happy at or uncomfortable at. Just causes unnecessary stress. And then this is what I told her. So I hate that place a lot, and I went in not a great mood today. And this one person that's completely rude to me was the floor manager, Jessica. She was constantly giving me shit today, and I was just not having it. I argued with her a little bit, and then I begrudgingly obliged to whatever she wanted me to do. I gave her the attitude for the whole day I was there. And then after an hour, the managers called me into their office and was like, "Do you really want to be here?" I said no. They asked me if I wanted to fill out the resignation form and resign, and I said yes. They got it. The assistant store manager said, "I hope you find something that makes you happy." And I'm like, I'm trying to. I filled the paperwork out and I shook both of their hands and said goodbye to a few people that I was working with. The whole situation right now just has me a mess. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have to go through that. It's good that you no longer have to deal with that, though. I hope your other job is treating you better. God, I hope. I also hope that it goes all right with that. I haven't officially started, but if something goes wrong, I'm fucked. And then we'd start talking a little bit further about that. So, about Tatiana. So, I used to work with her back a few months ago. And then she started dating this guy. I'll just say their full names because I don't care. Started dating this guy named Damien. And Damien was not a nice person. When dating her, like, everywhere they went, he was grabbing her weirdly. Kind of like being overprotective, and he used to drink and drive, and that's not okay. And he took Tatiana and they ran away to not Utah. They ran away to Virginia. Like, no warning. They just decided to up and leave one night. And they talked to me about it. I think they asked me if I wanted to come with or something like that. And of course, I can't just... This was back when I was in high school too. Like, I can't just drop my life here and go run away with friends that don't have a plan, don't have really anything. Like, they left with a combined bank account total of probably around $150 max. Like, I can't imagine them having any more than that. So, because of that, I was like, you know what? I want to go to the beach tonight. So, Damien was being a little bitch, but Tatiana wanted to go. So, we ended up leaving Damien behind and going to the beach. But this was after he spurred out in the Walmart parking lot. I took her to my house so I could pick up a couple of things that I needed for the beach. And then we went back to the Walmart parking lot to see if Damien wanted to go. And he was like, don't take my girlfriend anywhere. And so we end up leaving. Cue 15 minutes later on the highway, where he tries to run me off the road. He loses control, swerves, and hits both of the side barriers on either side of the highway. And then he pulls off into the rest area. And Tatiana was like, oh, you should go check on it. I'm like, no. We're going to the beach. We're going to have fun. I don't give a fuck about him anymore. So we went to the beach. We had a good night. And then next morning, I wake up and I find out that she went to Virginia with Damien, even though I told her not to. I was like, it's gonna be a huge mistake. You're gonna regret it. But she went anyway. And, you know, it's her choice, so she can do whatever. But, turns out a little while later, about, how long was it? Maybe 2 weeks later, they come back down, back to Florida. Now, there was some drama that happened with Damien, or with actually Tatiana. I was offering my help, like, hey. She expressed to me that she didn't want to be up there and she wanted to come back down. And I was like, hey, I will help you as much as I can. Just let me know how. Like, and she was like, oh, I want to come back. And I was like, all right, I'll pick you up from the airport. I'll help you as much as I can. And she told me that they broke up. That they broke up while they were in Virginia. And now she was staying at her brother's place. And I heard from someone else that that's not true. That they were I want to test this really quickly. Is that what it is? Oh, huh. I heard that they were not broken up, and I asked her about it. I asked Tatiana about it, and she removed me on Snapchat. And then I start texting her, and I remember exactly what I texted her, because I was not happy. I felt like I was being abused, essentially. Like, I was being taken advantage of for how nice I am and trying to help. So she blocked me, and I remember texting her. This is a direct quote. "Dumbass bitch. Hope you fucking die in Damien's car." And she was not happy about that. Let me tell you what. So she freaks out at me. Rightfully so. Like, that was a pretty rude thing to say. But I was like, you know what? She is not being nice. She's kind of stupid too. And I don't want to associate with someone like that. So we have this huge fight. Her brother's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you." Stuff like that. And I'm like, all right, do it. I don't care. See if I care. Obviously nothing happens. Because... And then they come back down. They hang out for a little while. Damien and Tatiana. They're together for a little while. And then they break up. Now, I heard that they broke up through someone. I don't remember who exactly. But I remember hearing that they were breaking up. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should text Tatiana and be like, "Hey, how's it going? Now that you don't have a stupid fucking boyfriend, I'll go ahead and talk to you again." Because I stopped talking to both of them because of Damien. Now, Damien is... He is the worst person. Let's see here. He drinks and drives. And then we had this he drinks and drives at 120 miles an hour on the freeway. And then like 90 on the local roads here. So we had this like really heavy rainstorm one night. That day, I took my brother out somewhere in. And I later find out that he was driving over 100 miles an hour in this low visibility rain that you could barely see for half a mile in. I'm like, I don't know, something like primal went in. And I'm like, oh no, you do not risk the life of my brother. So I called the cops on him. And I'm like, all right, this person, he drives drunk and he goes way too fast, endangering other lives. We were actually at dinner that night. Me and a couple of other friends where I heard that he was doing what he did, driving super fast. And I was like, "You're not lying, right?" He was like, "No." So I was just like not having it for the rest of the night. I was pissed. Like, how fucking dare you? So after I leave dinner, I end up calling the cops on him, the non-emergency number. And they're like, all right, we'll keep a lookout. I don't know if anything happened or not. I don't really care. I kind of want him to be driving drunk one night and run into a tree or something that ends up killing himself because he deserves it. I don't understand how someone that treats life that poorly and has no concern for others' well-being or safety doesn't already get killed. Like, I don't sympathize with him. I don't fucking care about him. I don't care. So anyway, Tatiana texted me the other day. And let me go ahead and read exactly what she said. Just give me a second to pull it up. My computer's really slow. This is what she said. Hey, I don't know if you'll even get this message. I just wanted to let you know I left Damien a few months ago and saw through all the BS. His ex even messaged me and told me all of the horrible things he did to her. I was really dumb for staying with someone like that, and I'm sorry for not being a good friend. Just wanted to let you know I missed you and hope you're doing well. Now, might I be stupid for talking to her after what she did? Maybe. She's not a good person, really. But I don't know what it is. I just really enjoyed hanging out with her when I did. That made me be like, alright, well, you know what? Fuck it. And I mean, what's the worst that can happen, really? So, yeah. Let's see, how far down do I have to go? Let's see here. Let's spawn some stuff in. Okay, so it's this right here. So, we're supposed to go somewhere tomorrow. And I just hope for both of our sakes that she's telling me the truth. So yeah. So let's see what else I have to talk about. This is going to be a long one because it's been a while. I'm just thinking, hold on. I remember one thing that I wanted to talk about, but I don't remember the other. Well, I'll just go ahead and talk about the one thing. So I went out with friends on July 4th, and we just lit off a ton of fireworks, and it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Um, I took some video, but she said that she didn't want the street name or her to be in it, and I agree. I'm not just gonna put out their street name on the internet, so I have to like edit it to censor it out. And honestly, it's already so far past July 4th that it doesn't really matter, really. Um, so yeah, I'm not I'm not gonna do anything with that video. It'll just sit there, I guess. Um, but yeah, we set off fireworks. We had s'mores and they went swimming. I didn't go swimming. because they didn't give me advance notice that they were going swimming. So I didn't have anything to wear. And I had to drive home in my car. So I couldn't just, you know, swim in my what I was wearing. Because I can't, well, one, I can't drive home naked. And two, I also can't drive home wet. So I just sat by the pool. And I remember the other thing that I was going to say. So my neighbors, they are idiots. And on like July 6th, no, it was July 5th, day after, they were setting off fireworks at like, this was at like 9 o'clock. It wasn't too late. But they were setting off fireworks. And I decided to go get dinner. So I drive over to get food from, and while I'm on my way out, I see a cop coming in. And I'm like, I wonder if they're gonna go talk to the people with the fireworks. Well, yeah, that's exactly what happened. So I get home with my bag of food. But first, some lady, so they were like a ton of people out front of their house, and we live right next door. So I try to drive past, but this like pregnant lady, she is like motioning me to stop my car or whatever. So I just drive around her because I don't care. There's nothing that I would care about that she could say to me. So I drive my car around them, and then I pull into my driveway, and I get out, and she's like, "Oh, are we annoying you with the fireworks?" And I'm like, "We didn't call, because we didn't call them." But yeah, they were not happy. So I go back inside, I go inside rather. And will this mess it up? Like if I do this, will it? It's not gonna permanently keep it on, right? Oh, wait, I have to go one block back. So anyway, the cops got there, like while I was out getting food, and they told them to stop with the fireworks. That shouldn't be too hard of a request, right? Well, for them, it was. So they get angry at us. Or rather, they just ask me if we called. Or if I called. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I don't know who did. So I go inside. And I eat my food, and then I fall asleep. And then later on, I don't remember when exactly it was. Maybe like 1:30 a.m. I wake up, and my dad is sitting on the bottom step. And he asked me what I'm doing because I'm walking around upstairs looking for something. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I didn't know he was there at first. But he asked me what I was doing. I'm like, I'm looking for something. I was like, what are you doing? And he told me what happened. So pretty much the neighbors had kids in their pool, and they were being loud at 1:30 in the morning. So my dad called the cops. The cops got over to their house and told them to shut it all down. That they're not allowed to or that they're being too loud at this time of the night. So this is when the like guy of the family over there gets super angry at us. He is outside of our house yelling, swearing, and like threatening to have his dog shit and piss on our lawn. I'm like, God damn, you're a fucking loser. So the cop just sits down near the like down the street a little bit, waiting to see if anything happens or if they're loud again. Because that was the second time that they were out to the single house last night or that night. So yeah, fun times. I swear there was another thing that I wanted to talk about, but I honestly forgot. I don't know. My life is just so weird right now. Like, I don't even know how to process it, really. Oh, yeah. I guess since I don't have anything else to really talk about, I'll just go ahead and end it here. I was expecting this to be longer than last time, but it wasn't. I don't know. I'll just end it off with saying, I really hope everything happens for a reason. And that one of the reasons why I got the job at Publix in the first place was to get me this job at the hospital. And I just hope I really like it. Because if I don't like it, then I'm fucked. Pretty much. I'll just talk about the channel for a little bit because I guess that's what I do in these videos. That's what I did last time. So I'm going away for next weekend and I'll have videos scheduled. Like, it's not gonna be an issue at all. Yeah. By the time you see this, I will have finished Gris, and that's all up. That was a good game. I enjoyed it. I actually need scaffolding. Or ladders. Either one works. So yeah, you know, even if I'm unhappy in other parts of my life, at least I have this where I can be happy a little bit. Because yeah. I'm just gonna finish up this little row here. Because you see what I'm doing, right? Just digging this whole thing out. Now I do work on this off camera a lot. Just because I like doing it. And the on-camera part is just to talk. Like, I'll never make a just chatting video on this map. Unless it's like a world tour once it gets really cool. Because right now it's just a little part of... Like, this is pretty much the only main part of this place that has much of anything in it. Like that. To finish this up. So yeah. Then I need to do lights up on the ceiling. But yeah. This is just going to be a huge melon farm that I can push the pistons to. Oh, you know what it is? That's not going to work. Okay, it was just that. Now if I get rid of this. Okay, it's all back down. Now will this work? Is my question. Okay, that works. Cool. Okay, but now that's like all up. Alright, well, whatever. I'll leave that here. I'm gonna go play some Fortnite, get those challenges done. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.